Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I got this affordable everyday makeup look. I went to the drugstore last night and it really inspired me to do a more affordable makeup look. So I hope you all really enjoy it, and if you'd like to learn how, then please keep watching. To start out, I'm just going to be using my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser, Dark Circle Eraser, in the color Light Pale. And I'm just going to be putting this all over my eyelids up to my brow bone just to help prime our eyes. And I'm just going to blend this in with my finger. To set the concealer on my eyes in place, I'm just going to be using this Morphe eyeshadow in the color Cream Puff. And I'm just going to be placing this all over where we just put that concealer, just so we don't have any creasing or anything like that. Since this is an everyday makeup look, I'm going to be taking this shade called Bridesmaid, and we're just going to be making this eye look very simple and neutral to where you can wear it really anywhere that you're going to be going. These eyeshadows are only $2 a piece. That's why I'm putting them into this video, because they are very affordable. Yes, you have to order them online, but I think they're really worth it. I mean, they're only $2. So we're just going to be blending this color right into our crease. Now I'm going to be just taking a smaller fluffy brush, and I'm going to be taking that same shade and we're just going to be putting it more densely into our crease. We're just going to really pack that color on there. Next, just to deepen it up a little bit, I'm going to be going in with the color Creme Brulee, and this is just like a medium brown shade, nothing super dark, and we're just going to be adding this into our crease as well. Next, I'm going to be taking this cream shadow pencil, and it's by the brand Wet n Wild, and I've been trying to find, I think the shade is called Pixie 130, and I'm just going to be applying this on the lid. And don't worry about getting it perfectly, because we are actually going to be going over it with a shadow anyways. So this is just for a base for our lid. And now I'm just going to be going over it with the same color that we set the concealer with before, just with that Cream Puff shade. And this is just going to brighten up that lid. So now I'm going to be going back in with just a big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to be blending that with no added product on my brush. Now you could just stop here, but I think I'm going to go ahead in with, let me see the name of this one, with Secretive. And this is just like a maroon type of a color right here. And this one's also by Morphe as well. And I'm just going to be placing this in like the outer V of our eye. The more colors that you use, I find it gives you more dimension, and it gives you a much more blended appearance. So I'm just going to add that right into the outer portion of our eye. And then we'll go in and blend that out in just a minute. So now I'm going to be going back in with the small fluffy brush from earlier, and I'm just going to blend that out. If you wanted more of like a sharp edge, you could go ahead and add a piece of tape from like the outer corner of your eye straight up to the edge of your eyebrow, and that'll give you that more like cat eye look. But that way you make sure that you have a straight line. So next I'm just going to be going in with my True Match Lumi foundation. I do have dry skin, so the True Match Lumi does work best for my skin type. But if you do have oily skin, they have like a regular True Match foundation that I definitely recommend as well. And I am in the shade N1-2 Soft Ivory. So next I'm just going to be going in with my Baby Skin face primer by Maybelline, and I'm just going to be applying this with a damp beauty blender. And I'm just going to be placing this in my T-zone. So next I'm going to be going in with my True Match Lumi foundation, and I do have dry skin, so this foundation works best for me, but they also have a regular True Match foundation, and if you are a little more on like the oily side, I do recommend that one for you because their foundations are amazing. I'm going to be going in with my Expert Face Brush by Real Techniques to apply this foundation. I will go in later on with a beauty blender, but I've been loving this brush lately, just for fun. So now that I have that applied with the brush, I'm just going to go in with my damp beauty blender and I'm going to blend that out. So next I'm going to be going in with the Maybelline Master Conceal, and I'm really excited to see how this works because I just picked it up at the drugstore last night, so this will be my first time trying it out. And then I'm just going to be applying this with my F75 Concealer Brush by Sigma, and I do have a full video on how I highlight and contour my face, and I will put that in the description box below, just so you don't have to sit through this whole entire process. One thing that I am noticing about this as I'm applying it is that it does dry pretty fast, which depending on your liking, that could be a good thing or a bad thing. Blending that out. I'm going to be going in and setting this with this CoverGirl Clean Press Powder in Buff Beige. I usually use either the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette or the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit, but this is the one that I go to if I'm looking for just an affordable pressed powder. And we're just going to be applying this everywhere that we just put that concealer. So next for my contour, today I'm going to be using the NYC bronzer in 720A Sunny. So now I'm just going to be taking a damp beauty blender and blending that out. So when you're done with your contour, if you want to make that more of a sharp line underneath it, you can go ahead and add some of your lighter powder, like right down here. It works better if you have the banana powder, kind of like this one that I have from Ben Nye. Now, Ben Nye's products can be on the expensive side, but this wasn't too bad. But if you're wanting to like carve out underneath your contour lines, or even for setting your under eye concealer, it works very well, and I would definitely recommend it. If you're looking to splurge, you should splurge on that. So next for brows, usually I use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Duo Powder. But since we're going for like more of an affordable option, you can just use eyeshadow. Any eyeshadow that matches the color of your eyebrows, you can go for it. I'm going to be using the Morphe Shadow in Creme Brulee. And first I'm just going to be brushing them out. I have very, very thick and formed eyebrows as it is. So I don't really do much with them, only because I would end up looking a little crazy. So I'm just going to go in and just fill in kind of where they're looking a little sparse. So to finish up my eyes, I am going to go ahead and go in with the Maybelline New York Master Precise eyeliner. I think it's like a liquid liner. I actually just got this at the drugstore last night as well, but it's in the color black, and I'm just going to be winging that out on the side. If you're ever doing your eyeliner and you get any like on your lid or where you put eyeshadow, just let it dry. This goes for mascara as well, but just let it dry and then take a dry Q-tip and just wipe it away and it'll come right off. Now to finish off the eyes, I'm just going to go in with the same colors that we put in our crease, and I'm going to be placing those on our lower lash line. So first I'm going to be going in with the color Secretive, and we're just going to be placing these on our lower lash line. I'm going to place this one from the outer corner of our eye to the center, and I'm not going to bring it past that. Next I'm going to be taking that same brush and I'm going to be going in with the shade Deep Cocoa. And like I said before, all of these shadows are by Morphe brushes and they're only $2 a piece. And we're just going to be placing this right over top of the shadow that we just put on our lower lash line. I am also going to be going in with the Creme Brulee shade. And I'm also going to be placing this right on top. Now taking a pencil brush, I am just going to be going in with this light brown shade. And I'm just going to be blending that all out. To complete the eyes, I'm going to be going in with the new Voluminous Miss Mango Rock Foundation. Girl, this is mascara. And I heard about this from Kathleen Light, so when I was at the drugstore yesterday, of course I had to pick it up because, well, she's basically amazing, so go check her out. And I'm just going to be applying this to my upper and lower lashes. This mascara is made to look kind of spidery when you put it on. if you don't know what that means, it kind of is like a little bit clumpy. So if you don't like much clumpiness, just put 1 layer on. But if you want it more spidery, go ahead and put 2 or 3 layers on and you'll really love it. Next, I'm going to be taking my Wet n Wild blush in Mellow Wine. And this is one of my favorite blushes to use. It's just such a pretty, just pink color. And their blushes are very pigmented. So usually I'll just go in and kind of buff it a little bit just so it's not so bam in your face. Blend this out a little bit. So next, I just got this liquid illuminator by NYX last night as well. And it is in the shade LL02 in Gleam. And this is just like such a beautiful highlight, but you don't need a lot. Like, when I say you don't need a lot, you don't need a lot. A little bit goes a long way, and I'm just gonna put this right above where I put that blush on the highest point of my cheeks. I don't know if the camera is going to pick it up or not, but this is just such a pretty highlight. So for my lips, I'm going to be going in with this Navy or Nabi. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce this, but it's N-A-B-I. And I got a pack of like 50 of these bad boys on Amazon for around, I want to say like 20 bucks. And I read all the reviews and they said that they were very, very comparable to the NYX lip liners. So I was like, yes please, $20 for 50 of these things. I need it in my life. So I went ahead and ordered them, and they are seriously, like, I cannot rave about them enough. So go on Amazon and get you some. So I'm just going to be lining my lips, and this is in the shade Natural. So for my lips, I'm going to be going in with the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream, and this one is in the shade Stockholm, which is 02, and I picked this up last night as well. I swatched it on my hand and I was like, oh yes, it is so pretty. And these literally smell like cupcakes or something, like they smell amazing. Kind of tastes like it too. I really like when my lips are kind of more of like a pinky tone. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with this Rebel lip gloss and put that over the matte lip cream. And it's in the shade Super Natural, which is just like a mauvey pink color. Finish off our look, I'm going to be going in with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro spray and set, and this is just a setting spray, and it's a really good one from the drugstore. I bought it when I bought my Infallible foundation, and I really love the two together, so I'm hoping that it works good with like other foundations too, so I guess we'll see. So I'm just gonna spray this. Whew. And it just refreshes and sets that all in place. So that's going to be all for my affordable everyday makeup look. I hope that you all really enjoyed it. And if you all have any suggestions for any upcoming looks, please leave them in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. Please subscribe and stay tuned for more. I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.